How's everybody doing? Justin Watches Movies here to talk about a movie that I was so excited to see. And it's the type of movie that, they don't play in many theaters and they want to play it 40 miles away from my house. Well, a local movie theater got it and I was excited to see it, and it is Room, which stars Brie Larson and Jacob Tremblay, and is based on a bestseller of the same name. I have not read the book at all, but after watching this movie, I do want to read this book. A young mother and her son live in this room, a very small room, probably the size of my room, but they are forced to live in this room. But after they leave this room, this young boy is experiencing the outside world for the first time. I was so excited to see this movie, and I absolutely loved this movie, and I had so many emotions going on through this movie. It's like Inside Out was in my head. All these different emotions were just taking over. The first emotion I felt was confusion, then nervousness. I was scared. I was happy. I was joyful. So many different things going on in this movie, and they all worked well with these different emotions and different scenes playing on these emotions. So the first emotion I felt is confusion as to why this mother and son are in this room in the first place. Now, something happened to her when she was younger to put her into this room, and then she had her little boy. And the movie is told through the point of view of this young boy who's 5 years old, and all he knows is this room. And I'm also a little bit nervous and scared at times when they are in this room. I want to tell you guys so much what happens, but I want you guys to be honestly so excited about this film as much as I was. And going through the movie, not knowing much about it, not watching reviews, not watching a lot of clips and trailers, because it spoils maybe a little bit of the emotions going through this film. And I just want to leave it at that I felt nervous and scared, and I haven't felt this way in a movie in such a long time. Those scenes were so subtle, but the atmosphere the director created, it was intense. I was shaking, I was nervous, I was sweating. I was like, what the heck is going on with me? I was feeling all these different things I haven't felt in a movie in such a long time. And when the mother and son actually do leave this room and the son is experiencing the world for the first time, the littlest things bring him smiles and confusion, like, what is this? And through the eyes of this young boy, you are feeling those same exact moments. He is noticing everything in this big world, and it might not mean much to any other film, but to this film, this little boy and what he sees, you can't help but smile that he's actually get to experiencing sky and grass and trees and roads and cars and all these little things that are just everyday things in our life, not to him. And the way that the director just handled this is that it's like we are experiencing it for the first time too. Brie Larson and Jacob Tremblay, who's really young, and he was in that movie that never actually got released over the summer. I forgot what it's called, about that movie about nightmares actually coming to life. Never actually got released. But anyways, moving on, is that he and Brie Larson were terrific. They had such great chemistry. Jacob Tremblay did a great job handling this young boy's curiosity. The set was so limited for the first half of the film, and with it being so limited, the actor's acting ability might be limited to what is the surrounding area, but he nailed everything that was offered to him with the set, with the story, with other characters like his mother, played by Brie Larson. What was offered to this young boy, he handled it with care and did an amazing job. Then you have Brie Larson, who's kind of in the same boat. With a limited set, limited characters to work with, and a limited story, she too handled this film well. After watching this movie, I read that she prepared a lot for this role to get into the role of this mother who was put into this situation that I'm not going to spoil. And I like that when an actor is dedicated to the role and it makes it feel truly believable. And both of them did a believable job. They were in this room for many years. The story progresses so nicely. And like I said, the emotions throughout this movie, there's a lot, but they progress very nicely into an enjoyable, joyful movie. The movie is a bit depressing at times, but there's always this light at the end of the tunnel. So Room is a movie that I just had so many emotions going on. I love the characters. I love the story, even though it's a story we might have already seen before, but I think that the way it was handled through the point of view of this young kid, I couldn't help but just feel connected to the story and the movie in so many different aspects. So Room, I know it came out a few weeks ago and it's a limited release movie, but when it came to my theater, I was on it. I was so excited to see this movie, and it paid off. The movie is terrific. Definitely check it out, guys, if you have not seen Room. It is definitely one of my favorite films of the year, and I'm going to go ahead and give it an A+. This is Justin Watch Movies with his review of Room, which stars Brie Larson and Jacob Tremblay. Thank you guys for watching. As always, this is Justin Watches Movies. I hope everybody is enjoying their holidays. Check back for more reviews on Justin Watches Movies channel, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.